Now when you go out, everyone's jeaned off. Jeans and a top, jeans and a top.
Get your butt out. Get your boobs out. Where are your
Literally.
legs?
This weekend taught me that I don't know anything about Timothy Chalamet.
Shamalo.
I don't even know how to say his name, Timothy Chalamet.
It's actually Timothée Chalamet.
Oh, is it actually?
Yeah, he actually said it in one of the interviews that I just let people call me Timothy, but it's Timothée Chalamet. He's
And
French.
see, but is he being serious? Because I thought that a lot of the promo for Marty Supreme was just Timothy and just I'm learning how he is. But I was talking to my flatmates yesterday and I was like, I went to see Marty Supreme on Saturday
Oh, right.
and I was saying I haven't really been seeing any of the promo for it because they were saying how good the promo was or how involved it was. Like he was very much method acting. And I was like, I haven't seen any of it. And they're like, oh yeah, he did that song with the Scouse rapper.
Oh,
And
yes,
apparently that
yeah.
was the part of the promo, but I saw that and I just thought, oh, I didn't know Timothy was like that. But apparently he was in character, like just doing like really arrogant, bolshy things that like Marty Supreme would have done. But I didn't know.
Oh,
But
so
so yeah, that taught me that I don't know anything about this man.
yeah, I
Anything.
don't either. I
So
didn't
all
even
of that
know he
promo
just
I just accepted as that's his personality.
So what's the when he gave that t-shirt to Susan Boyle, what was that about? Is that part of the promo?
Susan Boyle.
Yeah, he gave her a t-shirt that said, does it say Marty Supreme on it?
Well, yeah, then that's giving promo, Chid. That's giving promo, sis. Susan Boyle, I didn't know that she's still in the spotlight enough to be used as a promo. Apparently, he was just gifting the jackets to people that he saw as the best, greatest heroes. So he gave one to Susan Boyle, which does feel a bit trolly.
Yeah, yeah. It's laughing at her, not with her.
But bless her, she got a jacket out of it.
Um, let's do a signal check.
Yeah, speaking of weekends, what's yours? How's your neck doing? Still crinked up?
Honestly, I've never had it where I've got a neck crink that lasts a whole week.
Oh my
Monday,
God.
yeah, Monday to Sunday now, and it still hurts me to turn right, all the way right.
Still
So
now?
still now, but it hit its peak on Thursday where it was hurting me to lie down. Like
Oh
lying
no.
back, it felt so heavy and so much pressure at the back of my neck.
So now that's giving Elephant Man.
Yeah.
I just want to lie down. I just want to lie down.
Seriously, so to the point where I called, or I think Ek had FaceTimed me and I was crying.
She told me.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she did. Bless
I
you.
was just like, I can't believe this is happening to me. It hurts to lie down and get up. And yeah, I just want to lie down. I just want to,
Hmm.
that's where I seek solace and
Sweet
comfort.
relief. Yeah,
Yeah, in my bed, get the heated blanket on. And I just couldn't. It was really
that's so
upsetting, to be
sad.
honest. I had to cancel my reformer Pilates. I had to cancel netball Wednesdays, netball Thursdays because I couldn't drive. Because
Oh my
there's no way
God.
I could check my blind spots when I had to turn my whole ass shit just
What
to
caused
turn there.
that?
I don't know. Will thinks it's the memory foam pillow that he bought me.
Wow. Well, I hope not, because you just got a memory foam mattress. I really hope not.
Oh my God, seriously. I'm
You'll
scared.
be crinked in your spine, crinked in your arm, crinked in your ankles. You can't. I really hope it's not the memory foam. I actually saw the 90s babies talking about their memory foam mattress. A Fred from the 90s
Yes.
babies was saying it remembers too much. Sometimes you don't want to be in the exact same spot.
And I'm worried about that because Will's parents have a memory foam mattress in their spare room, which used to be Will's old room. And so now, whenever we sleep on it, you can see the memory of
Yeah,
Will's body right bang in the middle of the mattress. Whereas we're trying to sleep on the left and the
the
right
other
side,
side.
and you kind of end up sinking in to Will's mold and seeing each other in the middle. You're like, how did you get here?
Wait, I want to see. I'm gonna need a full review. Have you got the new mattress yet? Have you had a night on the new
Yes.
mattress?
We got it yesterday. We got a van to deliver the mattress. And oh my God, the difference. You already feel the difference. Because I
Yeah,
didn't
it's
realize how
better.
springy our mattress is. Like this one, you kind of just
Yeah, because it doesn't have springs in it, does it? It's foam.
no, you kind
Yeah.
of just fall onto it and it doesn't make a big song and dance about it on the other side. You can get on the one side and it's not jumping around on the other side like the boingy boing mattress that we've got. We're actually going to try and gift it to the British Heart Foundation, which also feels a bit like a
Oh,
slap in the face.
no, that's nice. It's a good mattress. I'm sorry.
It is, yeah,
It's
yeah.
just yeah.
And we haven't had it for long either, so it
Yeah.
is kind of like,
Oh, that's nice.
yeah.
Do
So
they
they're gonna,
can you donate a mattress?
yeah, they just want to make sure it's in good condition, which it is. It's got a fire safety label or something, and then
Mm,
they come and just pick it up. So they're gonna pick it up at the end of the month.
lovely.
Yeah,
Oh, I love that idea rather than just putting it outside or like to landfill.
exactly.
Actually get someone who will get some use out of it.
Yeah.
Love that. So neck is healing at the moment.
Neck is on the mend. I have been able to turn left and right. I even went to the gym today. I didn't do any heavy lifting or
Wow.
anything crazy.
Today.
Today, this morning.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
I woke up
On a Sunday
on
morning.
a
Wow,
Sunday
that's true
morning.
dedication.
I know. I was trying this thing where you go, you know how people
Just
say
do it.
just yeah, just do it word to Nike, but also that thing of like to build a habit, making the
Mm,
goals smaller. So I was like, let me just go there and I'll spend 10 minutes on the Stairmaster.
hmm
And then I'll
hmm
stretch out my neck, stretch out my body, do a little core exercise and go. So
hmm
t in total, 20 minutes. And I
Yeah.
did. I did that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do crazy goals. I'm just gonna get there, listen to some music,
hmm
20 minutes. So that's what I did.
That is so
Did some
good.
nice stretches on my neck, but it's not 100% there, but it's a lot better. I'm not crying on the
Yeah, and
phone
you're
or
not,
anything.
yeah, and you can lie down and you can probably drive
Exactly. Yeah.
and you won't have to cancel netball next week or this week.
Exactly. Yeah. I can live the life that I want to live, you know?
I
But
love that for you.
honestly, it felt like I got to a point where I was just like, you have to really be grateful for what you have when you have it.
Mm,
I was
yeah.
so feeling really reflective. It reminded me of that time that I was in Bali with my
Mhm.
friends and I was staying at the Ritz-Carlton in Bali. Like it
Wow.
was insane. I don't know how we managed that. And I had Bali belly. I don't think people
Mhm.
like it being called that, but I was really, I was shitting. I had
You could
this,
just say you had food poisoning.
I had food poisoning and it was,
I was shitting. It was loose.
I just was not feeling good. Okay. And it was just really bad. And I went to breakfast and I was walking up and down and looking at the spread that they had, the selection of the nicest food you'd ever see, fresh fruit, fresh juices, all of the selection of pastries, an station, omelette station, everything you could dream of, and Balinese food and everything that you want.
This is making me want to go on holiday.
I was walking around there knowing that I couldn't eat anything, and this was the first day that I had even been able to get out of bed or off the toilet. And I just felt so a wash of gratitude waved over me where it was just like, be grateful. I've got a video actually of me crying.
Because you couldn't have the breakfast.
Like, I was like, it just makes you grateful for what you can have when you can have it. But
It's
yeah,
like when
that's
you can't breathe out of both nostrils.
exactly. And you're like, when I was there breathing in and out, I wasn't
No issue.
realizing how much that's a gift.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I say all of that to say, just be grateful for your neck. Be grateful for the movements it can do for you. Be grateful that you don't have to turn your whole torso just to look right, left, and right. It's yeah.
Gosh, yeah. 29 will come for you and it will come with full force. Full force. So where does that put your bars this week?
This week I'm at a 2. I'm feeling a bit better. I'm not 100%, but I'm getting there. Yeah, I started my morning well. The
hmm
endorphins are still flowing, but
Lovely.
I just like being my true self, and my body's
Yeah,
not fully there. So,
yeah, I hear that.
what about you? What are you
Yeah,
saying?
so my signal check this week. So I never know whether it's about mood or energy levels. I think it's vibes, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
whatever you decide. For me, it's just all quite low at the moment. I think I'm premenstrual. January has just been so go, 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 like
Mm.
work wise. My evenings are jam-packed with reality TV that's pissing me off. And it's so funny because every time me and my flatmates sit to watch Traitors and now recently Love Island All Stars, we're literally like grabbing our neck, like choking ourselves out, like, free me! Free us! Free us. No one's forcing us. We're not tethered to the TV. We don't have to do this. But we'll be sitting there like half an hour into Traitors, like, I hate this so much. And then 5 minutes into Love Island, like, why are we watching this? I hate this. Everyone's annoying. What is this show? Why are we doing this? And then the next day, we're like, 8 p.m., guys, Traitors. And we're all sat. We're all sat. So I don't, yeah, that's also just tiring me out and wearing me out. So this week I'm gonna have to match you there with two bars. I do feel like it's been a good week. Like
Mm.
it's been productive. I'm proud of the things that I've achieved this week, but I'm also just like I need a break. I want a holiday. I'd really love a holiday in the diary, so at least I know that that's there.
Mm.
But yeah, two bars is all right. It's the middle of January. How was your weekend?
It was good to be fair. It was actually very go, go, go. Speaking of your go, go, go January, Saturday was just the knowledge of knowing that we had to make sure our timing was right to pick up the mattress at Rajeesh's house.
Oh yeah.
So the van guy was going to come anywhere between 2 and 6.
Oh
That
come on.
window
What
was
window
just
is that?
like, come on, like, and then I felt bad because I didn't feel like Rajeesha didn't feel like she could leave her flat, and I was like, please, please
Oh.
go. I don't want you guys to feel like you have to stay at home waiting for
Mhm.
our things to
Yeah.
be, yeah, picked up. We'll figure out a way. Just leave it in your concierge bit, and we'll figure out a way. Please go. But anyway, so that was at the back of my mind, just thinking, oh my God, 2 to 6, 2 to 6 all day. But I managed to do my food shop. I always do love doing a food shop. I don't love doing it on a Saturday because it's so busy,
I
but
love
I
a food
love
shop.
going in. People always say, oh, just do a delivery. It's not the
Mm-mm,
same. I want to
mm-mm.
pick my stuff.
Go in, get the trolley, get your music in your
Yeah.
ears, move around from the top of the store, from the bottom of the store, all the way to the top, weave through every aisle. I like to go through, get my bits that I need, but always be stopping at every single point, looking what do they
100%.
have, what's on Club Card offer, what can I add, what fun thing can I add to my shop this week?
Exactly that.
It's an
Exactly
experience,
that.
it's a
It
playground,
is.
actually.
Exactly. And then when you're just in complete flow state and it almost feels
Mm.
like a dance and you're weaving through because you know where everything is, but you also got your eye out
Literally.
for anything fun and
Yellow
seasonal and
stickers.
yes, oh my God, don't even. I'm kicking my feet underneath, thinking about it. So I did my food shop and then it was like unpack and cook. I don't
Wow.
normally do this. I'm like you, which I know
Unpack
that
and
you
order.
unpack and order, and then cook every single day in the week for every single meal. But I'm just so sick of doing that, and it ruins your flow when you're at work or you've got a busy day. So I cooked for holidays. I made a Thai massaman curry. I cooked four
Mhm.
salmons. I steamed veg. I literally was a domestic goddess.
Wow, meal prepping for the guts.
Will prep and do you know what Will does a lot? And I've seen a TikTok of this. Anytime I'm cooking or I'm doing anything like that, he's all coming up
Comes
to
to hug you
me.
from the
Come
back.
and hug me from the back, come and kiss up my neck.
Men love it.
They love it. They love
Even the most liberal of men, somewhere it activates something in them when they see a woman cooking in the
it. Yeah,
kitchen or washing
100%.
the dishes or whatever. It unlocks something.
So that was my Saturday. Then we sorted out the mattress. Popped in, saw Rajisha. It was a very quick by and by. Yeah, so for me, it's really just been house stuff. I did a big clean. Oh my God, I sorted out my wardrobe. I've got
That's crazy.
2 bin bags worth of clothes that I
Are
don't
they
even know
good?
if I'm going to do vintage. I don't, people can have a look through. You guys can have a look through if you want.
Are there things there that I'll actually want, or is it a waste of my time?
It might be a waste of your time, you know. I'm going to look through it
I'm gonna leave it.
again.
Do you know
Yeah,
what? I can't acquire more things. I need
that's
to
the
do this big,
thing.
yeah, I need to do this big clear out. And to be honest, I've done a clear out. I did a clear out last year, and all the stuff that I cleared out is still in my house.
That's what
Because none
annoys
of the
me.
none of the charity shops near me are accepting donations anymore.
And to
So
slap them and put them on Vinted is so bloody long.
I'm not
What, to
doing
get
that.
£2?
I'm not doing that. I'd rather set up a desk outside my house and just do a roadside sale, everything £1. I think, guys, if you want any new clothes, come to the bins near me because that's where I'm gonna put everything. Throwing everything away.
But
Oh
there's some
no,
stuff,
save the planet.
save the planet, you don't want it in landfill. There was some stuff in my wardrobe that was actually pissing me off to look at. Like, stop this hoarding your stuff that has sentimental value, or you just think
Yeah,
you'll like it again, or you don't
it
wear
might
it.
come
You've
back
ne
into style.
Oh, that's the worst
I've got
one.
this mesh top that Iffy ruined actually. The hem of it, she ruined the hem of it because it got caught in her zip. And I have been holding on to that top for dear life because it's a set. It has like a matching mesh trousers, and I love that set. So I
That's
kept that
awesome.
top, and I've been on looking out in case it ever restocks. It's not going to restock.
I've had that on my one of my tabs for ages, you know, because I was gonna try
Really?
and buy it for you.
Do
Yeah.
you know what I did? I've worn it recently. I sewed it up. I somehow sewed it up,
Oh my
and you
God.
can tell that it's sewn if you look closely. But when I'm wearing it, it's usually dark 'cause it's for the club or whatever. So I'm fine with that, man. I'm keeping
Oh,
it.
good. Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
nice.
just, yeah, it's my fave top, one of my fave tops.
Yeah, I love that top.
Yeah. So sometimes you can hold on to it and you actually get it fixed. But there are jeans where I'm like, or trousers where I have the intention to go to the dry cleaners or whatever and get it mended, and I just never have.
Do you know how many jeans that I cut into shorts that I had to get rid of this time?
One day you just took all your jeans and you said shorts because it was hot. I swear
It
it was
was
hot
it was
that day.
hot. It was hot
It
that
was hot
day.
that day, and you forgot that it was ever cold in this country, or
I
that it ever
lost my
could be
mind.
cold. And you're like
Seriously.
black shorts, dark wash shorts, light wash shorts, acid wash, and every single thing that you owned had to be cut. And you cut them, you cut them so
I
crazy.
cut them to oblivion. It was so horrible. So that I got rid of those. But yeah, so the next thing I'm gonna need to tackle is my shoes and my coats. But that's gonna be a really hard ordeal. But I was
Okay,
basically this weekend has just been get your life together, prep yourself, sort it
very
all out.
nice.
So it does feel very productive. What about
Very
you?
nice.
What have you
This
been up
weekend,
to?
I needed this weekend to be just about me recharging and knowing where everything is in my mind. Because at the moment, it's just been calamity. But it didn't end up being that because, of course, when you're an adult, everything is busy. There's so much to do. Saturday, woke up earlier than I wanted to, clean the whole house, and then went to the cinema with Alex, which was really fun, good actually. We went to see Marty Supreme, and that's what I'm putting on speaker this week. I'm gonna do my speaker now. Marty Supreme was very good. I really enjoyed it. And also, a double speaker. When I go to the cinema now, I can't do anything other than
Lux.
Lux. I need a reclining chair. Send me all the way back, feet up in the air, pointing at the screen. And I always bring my big coat so that I can use it as a blanket. And then you've got your snacks, and it's just so comfy. And it's like you're just in bed watching a film in a
Yes.
cinema.
Did you get
And
your
then
food
also
delivered?
because it was no, we went to Sainsbury's beforehand and we just got like popcorn and things like that.
Oh,
But
nice.
because I was starving, we got these like chicken bites from the hot food
Oh,
section.
nice. Yeah.
It's actually quite nice. It was like the hot and spicy chicken bites.
Yeah, I've had them before. Are they like
Yeah.
balls
Yeah,
coated
and they have
chicken?
like chili flakes in it.
They're really
Yeah, it was
good.
good.
They're
Yeah.
really good.
And so yeah, so we watched Supreme. You haven't seen it, so I'm not gonna talk about
Yeah.
what it was. But I do recommend it. Again, Timothée Chalamet, who is he? I don't know anything about this man, but I was impressed by his portrayal of the character. And then after that, we went to Nando's. I haven't been to Nando's in ages. I actually don't think I've been to Nando's in like a year or longer. It's been so long. And they had this new flavor that was called Sweet Heat. It's like a
Yes.
spicy barbecue slap. It was really nice. And then just came home and chilled. And I was literally like, I don't want to watch anything. I don't want anything, any sound playing. I just want to be lying here with my Kindle. And I tried to do some reading, but I couldn't even do some reading. So it was just, okay, just scroll through mindlessly. And then went to sleep, had a nightmare, and woke up. That was my weekend.
Oh,
I
no.
think honestly, my subconscious is just so exhausted right now. I think I literally just I need a breather. Do you know what I need? I need a morning routine. I need routine in my life because I just wake up, work, quickly make dinner, watch the worst shows on at the moment because Traitors is infuriating me. I hate it right now. Traitors and Love Island, it's just, I don't even know why I put myself through this. So that's my whole day. I'm not having any true downtime where I'm feeling any level of zen or like being in control. So I just need more of a morning routine and an evening routine, and I think I'll be fine. So that's what my focus is going to be next week, just trying to put those things in place, waking up a little bit earlier, going to sleep earlier. Thankfully, next week is the last week of Traitors. I think so anyway.
No, that makes sense because there's how many of
Yeah.
them left? I don't know. There's not that many of them left.
But yeah, so that's a signal check for this week. We're just a little bit. I think it's just getting to that point of the month. Well, I think next week maybe we'll have a bit more energy.
Yeah. Also, don't worry about following me on TikTok. I'm not doing my vlogs anymore.
No,
You think I can be bothered?
posting every day is such a commitment. It's no easy feat, and your vlogs were really good. Like you were doing editing, you were putting things into it. That's a lot of energy when you have a full-time job as well.
Yeah, no. We go again in Feb though.
Yeah, still do. I hope you
I'll
are
do.
still posting though, like as and when.
We'll see.
Don't you don't have to give up completely. You can still post some as you feel it. Maybe you can do a weekly roundups instead of like daily
Yeah.
posting. I enjoyed them. Anyway, people are all talking about how 2026 is the new 2016. And to be
Yeah.
fair, I am feeling good vibes this year. It does feel like a good year.
Oh,
So far, I'm enjoying the year. 2016 was a time, the music, the culture.
one dance.
Oh,
Work,
yeah.
work, 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 work. That
Oh, Chidima!
work,
Oh my
work. The way that
God!
changed
Show me I
everything.
deserve it. I'm trying to put the work.
Me and my friends would put our back
Like, oh
into
no,
it.
seriously, as soon as it goes to work, you got to work. Work, 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 work. See me happy, work, 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 work. See me do me that, 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 that. We got to work. Immediately we started hearing the.
Oh,
Oh my God, we lived in the club.
Rihanna, where are you? Give us that
She
again.
gave us the best she could, and she left us with it, and we have to be grateful
We
for what we got.
do. We actually do. Oh, Beyonce gave us Formation.
And she just dropped it once. Was that the one that she just suddenly dropped one day, and we were like, oh, I didn't know this was happening. Was that? She dropped that whole
I think
album.
so.
There was a
And then
whole period where she
Lemonade.
just was not telling us anything. She just the music's coming.
Yeah. I remember where I was when Lemonade dropped.
Oh, same.
And that changed a lot. Was that
Where were you?
2016?
What's your Lemonade story? I think it was, because I remember being in. I was in third year.
Oh, yeah. I was in first year when Lemonade dropped. And I was in bed with my ex-best friend. Woke up, we experienced it together and I loved it.
So wait, what happened? You were in bed and you just saw the.
She said, Beyonce's dropped a visual album. I was like, what? I rushed up, got my laptop out, took it away. We sat down and watched the whole thing in
Yeah,
bed.
yeah, that's amazing. And
Tears
what was
were
it
there.
like?
It was
Yeah.
like tears. When I heard, what was it? Who the fuck do you think I am? Oh my God. That one might have made me cry as well, because I was just like, I fucking love this song. This is so cool. This is so cool.
I
Donna
remember where I
Giselle.
was. I remember where I was. It was me and I was living, it was third year, I was living with Freddie. We were living in this huge 23-bed house, student accommodation, it was actually a house, as in a terraced house, but 23 bedrooms. And it used to be an old people's home. But then the landlord bought it and was just renting it out room by room to students. So me and Freddie had rooms next to each other, and we also had all of these other people that we would hang out with. And it was that whole period was so, I have so many stories from that year living in a 23-bed student house. People were renting out with their friends, and some of them were like the rowing boys, and it was just such a wide spectrum of people.
Yeah. Oh, I've got memories
Anyway,
from that house as well. I've got a very particular memory from that house.
maybe one day we'll discuss that one. But we'd do like house parties and stuff, and they'd always get out of control. And that's a story for another day. But this day, me and Freddie were like, we've got assignments to do. It's third year. We had been dicking around all year, all semester. We were like, let's lock in now. Let's just get our essays done for the deadline. We were like, let's go to our own rooms and we'll come out at this particular time, and then our reward is this. Anyway, we went into our rooms, and then you get the news. Doors swing open. Beyonce dropped an album. Beyonce's dropped an album. We put down everything. Fuck the essays. It's not time for that right now. Got ourselves situated. I think we actually went and baked something. We actually went to
Wow,
the
for the
kitchen and baked
occasion.
like we had like just roll pastries. Do you know about those? They're like
Yeah.
pre-rolled. No, not pre-rolled, but pre-made like pastries. We'd always get the pan au chocolat.
Oh, the
And
specific ones. Oh, I just know about the plain.
oh no, it comes in like the pastry comes in like these tins, and you pop it out, and then you roll it out. You don't even roll it. You just unroll it from the tube. They're perforated lines. You rip off a piece, put the two sticks of chocolate on either side, roll it up, put it in the oven. We loved that. That was we lived off that at a certain point. So anyway, we made those, and we're sitting down watching. Yes, just like you, tears in our eyes, sitting there, eyes glued to the TV, literally mouths hanging open, heart in our asses, just
Mm.
so enthralled. It was so beautiful. The poetry in between each song,
Oh,
the visuals were just stunning. And Yeah, we were crying. And then obviously our flatmates would like walk in to the living room and be like, what's happening in here? And we were like, prayer, pure prayer. That's what's happening in here. Come and commune with us. And also, if you're going to come in here while we're watching this, sit down and be quiet and
Be
respect the space.
quiet,
Don't come in here being
exactly.
like, what's all, what? Oh, you guys are so, they were doing that. This is so serious. What's going on? Beyonce dropped this album and she's pouring out her heart and the messages in this are so beautiful. The
Oh,
poetry was just insane. The person who wrote the poems in between each song was Warsan Shire, who is a poet that I've loved for years. She actually clearly, very, very clearly inspired a lot of Rupi Kaur's whole shit. Like her whole style is completely lifted and shifted from
stop.
Warsan. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I observed this. I used to follow her on Tumblr. Anyway, that's all by the way. What else did 2016 give us?
I think we always like to slate 2016 makeup and laugh about it, but the eyebrows were nice. I'm
You
sorry.
will never catch me slating 2016 makeup. I'm sorry, that was the last year of true baddies. Everyone now, it's clean girl and skincare and being as stripped back as possible. Where's the cut crease?
So
Where's the colorful expression?
pack it
If you learnt
on.
to do your makeup in 2016, you know how to do makeup. We learnt techniques that only makeup artists need to know.
Exactly that. Exactly that. I was watching Jackie Iron out. I was watching Patricia Bright. There was
True
just
icons of the time.
put that triangle underneath your eye with your concealer.
Right,
Let it sit there.
right.
Pack it on. Pack it on. Pack it on. Layers.
Right,
Layers.
right. Cut that crease and put glitter on there.
Oh my
Put glitter on there.
Oh my God, the eyeshadow palettes were
Right.
unreal. What do you know about the Naked palette, color two? The palette two, I got that for my birthday. It was smoky, smoky eyes,
Yeah.
smoky eyes, smoky eyes, smoky eyes.
We had so much fun. And it would literally be to go to a lecture. You're at your lecture with like glitter on your eyelids.
Oh
It's on a
my
smoked out
God.
wing. Why?
It was just the vibe. I went to uni in 2015, and all of first year I didn't know how to do makeup, so I wasn't really doing makeup. I would go on nights out with just a red lip and or a purple lip. That was it. It'd be
Should I
like,
wasn't even doing my eyebrows in first year. Just as you saw them, completely scattered. I'd never even got them shaped. I wouldn't even lick my finger and straighten them down. They would be exactly as you saw them on my face, just as not a single hint of makeup on, and yeah, maybe a lipstick. What the hell?
what are you talking about? And I remember our mum saying to me, you like shouting colours on your lips. You love shouting colour. It wasn't even a criticism, it was just an observation,
Just
an innocent
observation.
observation. You love
That is so
shouting colours on
funny.
your lips. Like, yeah, let them shout, babe. And
That
then
is so funny.
2016 is when the makeup started, and boy, did it start. So good.
I'm loving all the 2016 throwbacks. Everyone looks so good. I love the chokers. I love the style. Like we were all a bit edgy, and
Yeah,
it was so fun. It
the
was so much
chokers.
fun.
It's so
And
true.
and why is it that 2016 was collectively such a good time for everyone? And I always find that so interesting. Like, as simple as when people say things like, this week is so long, today feels like Thursday, but it's actually Tuesday. And we all have that feeling and we all agree on that. What is that? Like,
Honestly.
I thought it's because someone else is having a busier week than someone else. But actually, there's a collective feeling
Yeah.
that we all acknowledge, even with our separate lives. It's so crazy that 2016 is so widely recognized as one of the best years, like the last good year that we had. It's the last time that life felt, oh, this sounds really, really hopeless. But that's the thing. It was a time where we did feel very hopeful. I think there was also a presidential run at that time, and it was Hillary Clinton's time.
Yeah, it was Hillary Clinton versus
This was
Trump.
before,
Trump.
yeah, but this was before Trump actually had ever been in power, right?
Yeah, yeah. So we were on the
And
precipice of actually having the first.
major political shifts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe I mean, that probably has something huge to do with it. But just culturally as well, like with music, like we mentioned at the start of the episode, and fashion, and we were doing like group trends across the internet, like the
Yes.
mannequin challenge.
I love the mannequin challenge. Oh, I've got the funniest video of us. And another good thing, sorry, I'll finish that sentence in a second. Another good thing about 2016 was for us two anyway. I was in
Mhm.
second year and you were doing your masters in Nottingham, so we were both at Nottingham
At the same uni.
at the
Yeah.
same uni. And I've got a video of us two in Hallwood Library, which is the library on campus,
Mhm.
and we're doing the mannequin the mannequin challenge in the middle of the library because when were we ever being serious in the library? You just
We
go
would go to
there.
the library with snacks and lunch, and we'd sit down, eat our snacks, chat and giggle in hushed tones, pack our bags, and go home every time.
Like, the library is where
Every
you
time.
go with the hope of doing work. You don't actually
Yeah.
do work there. You just go
Yeah.
there with good intentions,
Good
snacks,
intentions.
and good
Mhm.
vibes. I've also got a picture where I've got my laptop open and it's me watching It's Judy's Life, which was a YouTuber back in the day. You on your phone just scrolling, eating and laughing. And I'm just like, when have we ever gotten a video at the library where we're actually just head
Working. No,
down?
because why would there be a video of that?
Why would
And
exactly?
also, we were never doing that. We were never doing that. I think unless it was crunch time, and we'd be
Yeah.
like, we need to write 200 words every hour to be able to get this done. That's what
Stop.
I
That
would
was
do. But
so
then
stressful.
calculate it and be like, okay, we need to be able to get 2,000 words done before the deadline. We need to do 300, 500 words an hour. Anyway, you were saying there's a video of us in the
Yes.
library.
So it's a video of me, it was a video of you, and I'm doing the music for the mannequin challenge, which is that girl is a real crowd.
Crowd pleaser.
And it's just you frozen, but your bag is swinging. And so I'm gonna post it on our Insta.
And also, yours, because we're in the library, you're like literally singing it in the tiniest voice. We're cracking up. No,
So
that was a
funny.
good year. But you were also going to
Yeah.
say something before you digressed onto the library thing.
Oh my
You've
God, what was I
forgotten
gonna
it.
say? I completely
Shit.
forgot. Shit.
Oh no.
Music, library.
No, we're talking about it being a good year for both of us because we were at uni together.
We
Yeah.
just experienced Nottingham together. Like,
Mhm,
also for
mhm,
me, because it was my second year, I had already been there for a year. I've got my friends. I know where I go. I'm more settled. And now my sister's here
mhm.
and we're tearing up the town. And
Yeah,
we're
it was
going out.
so much fun. No, Nottingham was a time we enjoyed, and I loved going out with like my flatmates was so cool as well. I had that terrible experience. I almost dropped out.
Oh,
I almost dropped out because I was at like a uni accommodation which had a bunch of different rooms and they just allocate you to one based on what you put as your preferences. And they put me in like a master's accommodation space and it was just the worst. It was all men. They were so dirty, never did anything. It was dark. It was
it was
the bins never got
underground.
taken. It was yeah, honestly, it felt like we were in the basement. It was so dark and dingy and stank and every day I was miserable.
It
And
stank
for
of bins. Every time you'd walk
every
in, it
time.
smelled like bins, except for
Hmm.
your room. But the second you
Yep.
walk into the actual communal space,
Stank.
bin.
It stank. And I'd always do a clean and it would just get messy again and no one would ever take responsibility for it. And one day I just snapped and just started let me not even, man, but I just was like, I'm not your mom, I'm not your maid. Like, what is this? And then I went to the accommodation place. Thankfully, I'd done it in this way, so I was able to just say, put me somewhere else. I remember the day I moved in because I was the last person to move in by like a couple of weeks. And I just assumed that there's a cleaner that comes because that's how much people were not doing any single ounce of cleaning.
Mm.
If they buttered their toast and crumbs fell on the counter, that's those same crumbs would be there 2 weeks later. The bin would remain. I keep mentioning the bin, but it was so, so horrible. You know, when people just throw things in the bin willy-nilly and it's not even just the stuff inside the bin, but now the whole bin itself is just disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh my God, in the bathroom it would be horrible. I hate living with men. And the thing about that is it was a six bed, I think. So it was a six bed flat. In the bathroom that we shared, there was
Yeah.
one singular bottle of product and it was a Head and Shoulders. That was all that was there. Nary
Mm.
a bar soap in sight, nary a face wash, nary a body wash. I didn't even see that that natural sources mint one that men also love.
Yeah.
Is it natural sources that it's called?
I can't
I can't remember what it's
remember.
called. Original source? I don't know. But I didn't even see that. I just saw Head and Shoulders. And then later on, I learned that a lot of men, I mean, I can specify more into what demographic of men this is, but a lot of men actually just use Head and Shoulders and just let it trickle down.
They're 5 in 1. They love it. They
What the
don't, they
hell?
wash from like, I don't even know what bits they focus on the top, but they'll let it trickle down and that's them washing their legs, their,
They probably like will put some in their hair and then use some of the suds for their armpits and call it a day.
mm, it's
That was
really
the first time I
scary.
learned of that concept. And
It's
then this
really
one
scary.
guy would just be in his room playing games all day, but screaming, laughing, cackling to the highest volume that you could imagine. Like it would literally make me jump in my room. And I'd have to go and confront him, knock on the door and be like, hello, hello, keep it down, please. Anyway, thankfully, because it was managed through the student accommodation like reception, I was able to just go there and ask them if they have anything else, and they put me somewhere else. And I think someone had literally just moved out, and I was able to pack all my things and move in that afternoon. And I've never packed so quickly. I was out of there in a flash. And the new place was like night and day, literally night
It
and
was
day.
literally, it was
It
crazy
was
the difference.
so bright. Like it had big windows, light coming in. It was all women, just girl house. And everyone was so cool. And we'd go out, and I'm still really good friends with one of them, Denise. Like we hang out all the time whenever she's in London. And I saw her when we went to see Beyonce in Paris
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah, we were at Fate to La Music with her.
Yeah, exactly. So met one of my besties in that accommodation, which was amazing. But our nights out were legendary. We enjoyed ourselves from going to like Nottingham Trent SU to
Mm.
like what was that big one called?
In
Crash? Was that
Crisis,
word called Oh, Crisis.
Crisis
Crisis.
Wednesday.
Yeah. And Ink, the top floor of Ink. Me and Denise lived in that top floor of Ink. The music was banging in there.
Banger
We
after
had a
banger.
time, and we'd all just dress so cute. I miss it. Now when you go out, and to be fair, I haven't been out in a long time. Oh, the last time I went out was with you to go to when we went to 411.
Yes, yeah.
But everyone's jeaned off. Jeans and a top, jeans and a top.
Get your butt out. Get your boobs out. Where are your
Literally,
legs? Show me your legs at
guys,
least.
guys, what's going on? The youth of today are so prudish.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Prim and proper. Like you're going
Right.
out. You're going out. Except I
I
heard that in the north they still
Oh yeah,
dress
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. The Liverpool girls, the Manny girls, they still have the tiniest little
They do
skirts.
more than we ever did still. Like they're way beyond. Like they've got the skirts, and they will always wear heels, and they'll always get a blowout. As
Yeah.
in they'll be trotting around the town the day of their night out with their curlers still in to keep it
Yeah.
fresh for their night out. Yeah, we never did that. But I like that. Commit.
Yeah.
Fully commit.
Are you going out or are you going to a lecture? Like, there's no real
Right.
demarcation. Like, jeans on
I
the
have a
top?
bit. Actually, speaking of that, though, I would sometimes dress for my lectures. Like, I would wear one tiny jean short, like a one-armed top, always crop topped off, obviously.
Oh my God. I don't think long
But
tops existed in 2016. It
no,
was
they
just
didn't.
crop, crop, crop,
Just
crop.
crops. If it was a long top, it was a bodysuit with with a crisscross open chest.
Og. I
What?
completely forgot about bodysuits and the crisscross
Bodysuits?
open chest. That was my whole life.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got a
With
selfie.
a ribbed situation. Everything was ribbed.
Oh
Also,
my.
so I have a theory about why this generation now, and sorry, Gen Z, I don't want to be that older generation that just is like, holding a microscope onto the generation after them. But I do have a theory that with the rise of like the internet and social media and influencers, younger women started looking to older women even more so as a source of like how they should be and inspiration. So that's why we've got like 10-year-olds now doing skincare and wanting skincare for their birthday presents and feeling like they have to be like just skipping over that phase of just being a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Where we're just wearing our crop tops and being silly and experimenting with makeup and not really having to be as precise and look at as prim and perfect as you would when you're in your late 20s, 30, because you've had all that time to perfect your look and yourself, and you can invest in your look. Now there's an expectation to be. I just feel like the gap between teenagehood and adulthood as girls and women is so small now.
Yeah.
There's an overlap that wasn't there before.
That's such a good point about the influencers because I didn't even think about that. Because we didn't have as many as well.
Hmm.
They've got like a million bajillion. I could only name Jackie Aina and Patricia. I know that we had like Zoella and all those other
Yeah.
people at that time as well, but
And
it
we
did
weren't
feel
expected to be like them or to
no.
achieve the level that they could achieve.
And also because it was the early stages of YouTube, that was
Yeah.
one of the biggest one, Instagram, it wasn't like you were bombarded with them and it was just quite age appropriate, the stuff that they were
Yeah.
saying, because they were in their infancy too. Now, Patricia Bright, if that's the person as an example, she's got her Hermes bag. She's earning crazy amounts of money. She's looking like this. She's got her BBL. She's oh, I'm allowed to say that. I can.
Yeah. I don't know if she's open. Yeah, you can, of course. Clearly, she's got a BBL, but is she open about it?
Yeah, she's done a
Okay.
couple of posts where she's like, you still have to go to the gym even with the BBL or something like that. She
Okay. But there
talks
was a
about
time
it
where
now.
there's a point where she was lying about it, right?
KG.
And being cagey. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think she was
Avoiding
outwardly
it.
lying. Yeah, she was
Yeah.
avoiding it. She was like
Yeah.
not there was all the comments and she didn't
Addressing
want to
it.
talk
Yeah.
about it. But now
She
she's
does
extreme.
that a lot when it comes to surgery, actually. I remember when she had her abs done. Speaking of people
Like,
lying about surgery, the Kardashians were truly in their prime in
oh my
2016.
God. Was King Kylie 2016?
Yeah, that was when her lips were bigger than ever. That was the height of her lips. And lip and her lip kit came out, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it came out in that year, but it was definitely out and popping in 2016.
I think I bought one.
Okay, they came out in 2015, at the end of 2015. So by 2016, it was very much cemented in common makeup routines.
Can you still buy the lip kits today?
I think so. I think so. I don't think they're as popular because they're very matte, isn't it? And we don't really do matte
We
lips
don't
anymore.
do a matte. Oh my God, the velvet matte lipsticks where you just put them on and then it just dried up your whole
Dried up.
lip.
God, the creases that you just see.
By the end of the night, all you have is like cracked up lips and
Yeah.
purple around your mouth.
And we stayed with the purple lip. A brown lip was also popular at that time.
Yes. I loved MAC Ruby Woo. That was like
And yeah, staple. That was a black girl
staple.
staple.
But yeah, the
Uh,
Kardashians were the fashion was amazing. The
mhm.
hair, they were just the it girls, and in a way that was like fun and not
Yeah.
heavy now. Like now they just seem
Yeah.
like they're so
Can we talk about that actually? Because we've always loved Keeping Up with the Kardashians for like how it shows the family dynamics, and it's just an interesting commentary on family. And there's a lot that you can kind of glean about family relations, age, order, gender, and blended families. And each person was their own individual personality, and the interactions between each one, and the way each of their childhoods kind of shaped who they were and how they related in the
mm,
show. I remember we used to watch it a lot, like together as a family. Like I remember mum would always be like telling us lessons about
yeah.
being siblings based on the show. She'd be like, see, they'll be fighting, but then they'll still be like friendly again. And it was so important to them, like family, family, family. Their family values were so strong and heavy, and they were such a tight unit. Obviously, there were loads of fights. Obviously, they were going through a lot. I think Courtney was still with Scott at the time. Chloe
Yes.
Chloe was with Lamar. Was Lamar going through his stuff at that time?
I don't remember if Chloe and Lamar were 2016.
I don't know if it was 2016, but I think it was when Lamar was. I don't think they were together, but I think Lamar had his incident where he was in hospital.
Oh, good, yeah. And they all rallied around him.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, it was more about what I wanted to talk more about was their relationships between each other and
Mm,
how much that's changed in their adult life.
mhm.
And a comparison between Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which was a much better reality show than the Kardashians now, which is just honestly not very enjoyable for a lot of reasons. Yeah, the production, yeah, a lot of it feels like one long advert. And yeah, they are more in control about what's shared, and they're way more cagey and it's way more constructed now.
Mm.
But the other reason that makes it less enjoyable to watch, and I haven't watched it in years actually, but I do see clips that go online, is the fact that their relationships between each other just seem like they've really broken down.
Hmm.
And of course, family is always going to be family. And when it comes to sisterhood, like they've got each other ultimately.
Mm.
You can see that there's still love there. But just it feels like recently all we're getting is them unpacking a lot of family issues that actually started years ago in their childhood
Yeah.
and are now manifesting it is now manifesting it itself now that they're all in have their own families and they all have their own children.
Mm.
For Courtney in particular, like when she went on her therapy journey, she's learning things. It's making her realize things that her mum did when she was younger that she can't imagine doing that as a mum herself to her children. So it's given her a whole new perspective. And then that conflict that comes from Courtney and her mum and things that are triggered from the divorce with their dad, Rob Kardashian, has kind of spills into how she sees her sisters because her sisters aren't on that same therapy journey and questioning things about the way the mum relates to them and the way the mum behaved when they were younger. I get the sense that she was like comparing them or had her favorites or just also was just doing things that Courtney didn't agree with. Like I think she was unfaithful to Rob at a certain point,
Yeah.
which is something that's always going to upset Courtney.
And I don't think they give Courtney that space to be able to talk about that freely because it does feel like they silence her every time she wants to have that kind of conversation. Or
Hmm.
Chloe will say stuff like, it's not like she locked you in a cupboard and didn't feed you and didn't do all of this stuff. Like your
Yeah.
childhood was beautiful. You had an amazing childhood. And Courtney's never disputing that, but I don't think they give her
Yeah.
that space. And because it's such a long advert, it ruins the
Hmm.
PR of Chris. And
Mm.
people already think like Chris is like, some people
A
think she's like
leech. Yeah.
elite, she's like the devil doing all
Yeah.
this like puppet
Orchestrating.
master.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think there is that thing of protecting their mum because they're so aware of like what people are saying, the internet
Hmm.
and that. And also the new
Yeah.
layout of the Kardashians now, they can look to camera and talk to us and break the fourth wall.
And it's way more of that now. Like I swear now, way more of the episode is them in VT explaining their choices and explaining why. Like they're giving so much context for something that we never would have had before with keeping up because they are trying to force a certain narrative, which before we were able to just kind of see and it seemed like there was a bit more trust with the audience there that we could come to a conclusion based on what we were looking at that these were still good people with good intentions who are just very
Exactly.
different and are going to clash and are going to make mistakes, whereas now they're like constantly justifying it or constantly, what's the word, anticipating. That's not the word I'm looking for, but they're already anticipating a response and trying to
Get ahead of
mitigate
it.
that or trying to exactly. but
Yeah,
but there's no recognition of, when it comes to Courtney, there's no recognition, or there seems to be no recognition of the fact that they had very different experiences. And it's what we talk about when it comes to birth order and how no two children in a household have the same parents, have the same childhood. As much as you're all there together, you're all experiencing it in very different ways based on what gender are you, how old are you, when were you born, are you the oldest, are you the middle, are you the youngest, is it a blended family? And these all are like societal things that obviously are going to influence how your parents interact with you, how you interact with each other, how you see the world. Is it a kind place? Is it not? And then that kind of informs your relationships with each other as well. And of course, like we say, this is very produced, so a lot of things could be put on for the show. I don't think so. Like some of the arguments that Kim and Courtney have, I don't think that those are put on. There seems to be real hurt there. Um,
exactly. Kim even said that her mum wanted to take out the fight, where they're slapping each other up and
that
Chloe's
was the last good scene that they did. That's the last good scene that we saw from the Kardashians because that was real. That was
that was
properly real. That wasn't okay. Let's sit down and have a phone call with Courtney now and let's just hash it up right here. Because even though that conversations where they have the phone calls, arguments, like those are real arguments, but they go, we're gonna do it now.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
the fight, they weren't like, okay, we'll do our fight, we'll save our fight for this moment. No, no, no. No one expected that fight. She slapped the makeup off her, it flew onto the wall.
The bobs were just flying all around the
The
place,
bobs
flying.
were, Chloe could not hold in her giggle. She was like, guys, she was so confused. She was in so much shock. She's like, my daughter's sleeping. Like, sisters don't hit sisters. Sisters don't hit each other.
I couldn't believe it. Mind you, they're in their 40s in this, just slapping each
Honestly,
other.
Rosie, they needed that. They needed that. And Kim stays laying her hands on people. Because remember that one, that scene from the Keeping Up where she had the bag. She's like, don't be
Don't
fucking
fucking
rude.
be. Yeah. No, but when Kim said, "Don't you ever dig your nails in me like that," and her voice was trembling, but she was so pissed off. I
That
was
was
like,
real.
"Yeah, I see you. I've
That
seen
was
that. I've
real.
been there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that. You're so right about it. The only time it's being real, like the Kardashians now is just tell, whereas before it was like show
Show.
us all this
Yeah.
stuff. Now, yeah, show us that you slapped the actual foundation off of her face. Show us that you're so pissed that your voice is trembling and you need to get a last hit in.
Don't
Chloe,
show me. Don't show me Scott though.
get that
Unless you're gonna
man
show me,
out.
unless you're gonna show me that he's on drugs and Ozempic and he needs serious help. Because I need an explanation for why he looks like that. Or
He
keep him off
look,
my screens.
he literally looks like a skeleton. He's so gaunt. It's more not even that he's skinny, like his face is so sunken in like a skull.
His coloration is not something that I've seen on a human person that's alive, that's living. It's just awful. But therefore, from popular culture, of course, they're the Kardashians. They'll always be the Kardashians, and the Kardashian Jenners have cemented their place in history and culture. But their relevance has
Mm,
significantly dropped. And yes, since the rise of social media and the average content creator, and but also it's just not the time for them anymore. Like when I compare 2016, a time where things are heavily aesthetic, and things are very much aesthetic now, don't get me wrong. But 2016 was also BBLs, thick, like it was celebrating a particular type of women body that was also more accepting and more open,
mm,
encapsulated a lot more variety than today, where everyone's striving to be as thin as they possibly can, and it's very much cocaine chic, but with a fake wellness element to it. That I don't think the Kardashians really fit that vibe as thin as they all are, clearly. They're still very artificial in a way that isn't capturing the current aesthetic. I don't know if I fully agree with me what I just said there, but I do think there's something about today that the Kardashians aren't as they embodied it so perfectly in 2016 and they're not doing it today. As much as they can fit themselves into the trends of today,
mm.
we're not looking to them for those trends.
Yes, they used to be the leaders of
The
it. They used
setters,
to set
yeah,
the trends, and now it looks like they're
they
scrambling
just
to
follow.
stay relevant and
Yeah,
to fit themselves into the molds. Also, before there was a variety where you could be like, I'm the Chloe, and oh, I see myself in this person. Now they're just so similar, not even just
cookie
aesthetics,
cutter.
like they're cookie cutter, like they look the same, they all act the same. Courtney's really trying to just step away from it and is getting ostracized because she's trying to step away from it.
Mm-hmm.
And there just doesn't seem to be that like personality and mixture and variety that we had before.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's probably why Chloe's so close to her mum and so well accepted by Kim, and they're really close now, is because she is lending herself more to their aesthetic, their
Mm-hmm.
vibe, everything that fits in with what they see as important.
Exactly, and it's in a way that feels like a desperate scramble.
Mm.
I don't
I,
know. I have a lot of thoughts on the Kardashians. Sorry, you were saying?
no, I was going to say that I also do think that's why they did the whole breaking the fourth wall, looking to camera and showing a bit more behind the scenes because that is kind of what audiences do want to see. But what
Mm-hmm.
they're missing is they like seeing it in a really real, authentic way. Like we've got
Mm-hmm.
influencers now that show us their mundane life, the behind the scenes that just feel really like this is me getting
Mm,
out of bed and this is me doing this. And they will just be sitting there being like, yeah, we had a production conversation. We wanted to
right.
remove this from that. And it just isn't quite hitting them up what we want.
Yeah. Because I love a meta moment. I love a breaking the fourth wall moment now and then. But if the whole show is just you guys talking about, and Courtney never wants to film, and Kylie never wants to film, and it's just like, where's the actual content though?
Yes.
We look at reality TV for the reality. Like, show me the real. And those conversations, yeah, there's a place for it. And every now and then it's like, oh, we get that nice insight into it. But actually, I want to see what's going and there'll be real things happening in their lives at the same time that they just went, and listen, this is not me having an entitlement to someone's personal business. But if you're on a reality TV show, there is an expectation that I'm going to see what's happening in your life. Of
Mm,
course, duh. It's literally in the name.
yeah. And something big is happening live right now. And there's
And you
nothing.
guys are
You're
talking
just
about what you're going to wear to the Met.
exactly, exactly. If I had
Those
to
are
see
always the biggest like,
storylines,
yeah. What designer are we going to use for the Met? We've got 24 hours to make sure that our fitting is correct. And oh my God, now we're driving to the event and I need to pee and there's traffic. Okay.
these are the high stakes
Meanwhile,
things.
Kanye is tweeting like a tweeter, spilling all your shit, and you're not addressing that. Crazy. But okay, so I do have a lot of thoughts on the Kardashians, and we can return to this conversation in another episode. But what I do want to talk about is just zooming out a little bit, is like sibling dynamics and family relations and what it how how much it can change throughout your life with different events. Like we're talking about the Kardashians all having their children and how motherhood has impacted their relationships between each other with each other. Chloe and Kim are so close now ever since Chloe had her baby. And Courtney's having her children, especially when she had her child with Trevor. What?
His name's Travis. Trevor.
Oh my God. Please.
Trevor Barker from Blink 182. Duh.
Travis. Okay, so
Yeah.
after she had Rocco or whatever, whatever her son's name is,
Rocky, yeah.
Rocky, that even furthered the divide between her and her family, or the, yeah. I think it's an interesting thing to comment on based on our family, because there's a lot of siblings within our family. We have our huge age gap with the different generations. There's also all of these studies about age order and who's compatible, like how it impacts so many areas of your life, like romantic relationships. I think the compatibility is that an eldest daughter and an youngest son works out, and a youngest, just all of these dynamics and how things affect how you relate to other people and the world. But regardless, I'm always so intrigued by their lives and what it tells us about society, family, womanhood, and all of that. So very interesting. Anyway, do you have anything to put on speaker this week? I've already done Marty Supreme, and I'll also put Lux Cinemas in there. What are you doing?
I'm shouting out Voltarol gel. When I
Oh
called
my God.
when I called Egg crying, she was like, "Get that. It's got," and then she said some long thing. I can't remember
Some
what
long medical
medicine.
term.
Yeah, it's got this in it. It'll really help you because the ibuprofen gel. I'm sorry to say, it didn't touch the sides, but the second I
Wow.
put Voltarol on there, excellent. It's really helped. You just massage it into your wherever you're feeling your muscle ache or wherever it is, and it's really helped me. So thank you.
Wow. Okay. That's good to know. Yeah. So anyone else who has any neck cricks or any kind of muscle pulls, get on the Voltarol gel. Voltarol. Get on the Voltarol gel. I think that's all for this week. Thanks for joining us, and we will speak to you next week. Oh,
Uh,
follow us on all our socials, like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, just get involved, get stuck in the conversation. Again, we are going to try and post more on our socials, so follow us over there at Stay on the Line Sis and share your thoughts. All right, speak to you next
Lovely.
week.
Speak to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.